First BO5
Are you ready?
of the weekend.
Full health from the side of Fnatic. No one needs to regroup with this team.
Goes wide with the shockwave, lands, Alvaro's just deleted.
Holy f***, I'm one-shotting them.
Big tension on the backline, and even with Elioya locked out, Humanoid will pay for it with his life. MDK gonna get a clean ace.
A-side, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Put them in close mid. We don't have our coaches. I mean, they'll come soon, I hope. We don't have coaches. It's fine.
Oh, Melwin tried to trade in with a Neo to work. Oscar able to douse her away. Melwin's used two other Qs, and Oscar slams the Intopos in his face. 8-0.
Good luck, boys. You have it.
The chase continues. Razork hasn't got a hope in hell of escaping this one as Super claims another. MDK2 all up and hook. Make it 3. But will he be able to get away from this one? Knocked out by Oscarinin, but Oscarinin could just change forms and auto. Elioya flashes back into the bush. Flashes back. Where does he get out of this?
Oh my god.
Got Jun on the backline. Nature's Scars coming out. Gwen is immune, but Noah is not. And because it went to Gwen, Noah thought he was safe. He's locked up. And MDK absolutely outplay Fnatic. They are the pride of their region, and they are pride of very mad lions.
Joder, sorry guys, I love you. I fucking love you all.
Welcome back everyone to the LEC Winter Playoffs, where we had an epic start to the finals weekend, and today Mad Lions Koi face a new challenge in the form of Team BDS, with Genax, who you see right there, taking the spot of Adam in the top lane. Oh, but I love that video to kick off our day once again, to remind us of how awesome it was for the Mad Lions Koi yesterday. Broxa, you got to watch it from the comfort of your hotel. I assume that you feel the energy that was in the air here.
Oh, definitely. It felt great watching a series so close, so much on the line, so much excitement, and yeah, I hope we're gonna get more of that today.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they can do today, because you know that clip of Ibai and the whole gang celebrating. It just shows how much it means to them and how much they're exceeding expectations as well. Because usually when someone is like so confident in themselves for having such a deep run, they're a bit more reserved. But now it's like, you know, you see so much passion and they have so much confidence and believe in themselves.
Yeah, definitely so. Knowing that it was the full 5 games for them that they had to fight for it, Odowame. So what made the difference? I mean, yes, the last fight, but overall, can you point to anything, or was it really just that 10 seconds?
Yeah, no, I think it's just Mad Lions found a lot of cracks in Fnatic's game plan throughout the series overall, because they've been doing a lot of unconventional things, you know, the way they approached objective setups and the way they set up traps pretty much everywhere on the map, you know, in the most random places. I think that's what sealed the series for them, because they managed to get more and more creative as the series went on. And
you said it already about Ibai, and I want to take a longer look at it because they went absolutely berserk yesterday for the win. Let's see it again.
Scowie, level 18, here we go.
Irwin goes in, looks for the Pathmaker, we'll just try and dash away. He is taking damage, as you say, but look at the damage on Jun on the backline. Nature's Scars coming out, Gwen is immune.
No, Mikael, no, Mikael. Hemos cazado R. Vamos, hemos cazado R. Matamos a Razor. ¡Dios! ¡Hemos matado al Jun! Terminamos la partida. Terminamos.
Happy Spanish noises! Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah, I should have brought my point up like right now about how much it means to them, because seeing this is just incredible.
It's crazy, right, Brox? And it just goes to show, because none of us had them pegged as a team that could make it this far, and you see just how much it means to everyone around them, to the players, also the fans here in the studio, and it really is an indescribable feeling, probably.
Yeah, I really love Ibai's reaction in particular, because everybody else were yelling and screaming, and he was just sitting there like completely shocked, trying to take it all in. And yeah, all of us put them at the very bottom of our tier lists, like every analyst, every caster, because expectations just aren't going to be that high for a team with so many rookies. But it also goes to show how impressive it is that they're now at the very top of the ranking.
What is their X factor then? Something that we didn't see coming that they have done and that they have built on? Because I also think we can't ignore that they're improving also, right? They're not the same team we saw in week 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think their confidence is the X factor, because I think Merwin said yesterday is we just go with the flow, you know, and that's usually something that doesn't work for a team that doesn't have a lot of confidence, you know, because we've seen them in different positions. Players are kind of, you know, interchanging their roles. Okay, what are we going to do this game? Okay, you have the, like Fresco, he has the position to, you know, flank a lot and look for stuff like that. So it's just confidence and belief in each other, I feel like, is the thing that drives this team forward.
It's all about that confidence, but they do have to play BDS today, and there was, of course, some news on that front. So for more on them, let's check in with their coach, FLICKR.
Thank you, Sharks, and Strikers, thank you as well for joining me. Maybe not the ideal conditions for BDS, especially very last minute. Tell me about the quick turnover and adaptation to be ready for MDK today.
We don't have much time, right? 24 hours is not a lot, but Genax came yesterday, had one scrim with the team, and we'll do the best out of this situation, but we are still confident.
We know that, I mean, scrims don't mean everything, right? It matters of synergy, and for me, BDS was stability, BDS was discipline, and this is something that you've been telling me also during interviews. What is the plan now? What is the team going to look like?
I think it wouldn't change that much, in my opinion. We did brief Genax over how we want to play with him and what we are waiting from him. So he basically is to be integrated in the team system, and we are not going to make massive changes in how we play the game for this change.
I mean, I think it makes sense if for people who don't know Genax in the LFL, there's a lot of Aatrox that we know from him. He used to play this kind of champions in the LEC, but you can pretty much expect any meta champion from him, so I'm going to take the other standpoint. How do you think Mad Lions is going to attack you today?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I'm not sure how to ask them, but I guess there is two options, right? You could either try and focus the guy that just arrived, or you can basically ignore him and think that you can do something more on the bot side of the map. But that's on them.
Any advice on the players, the mindset that they could keep, and also words of wisdom for Genax? He used to be in the LEC, but it's been a long time since we saw him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he will be fine, to be honest. He's a good player. He's a good laner. He's confident. We also have full trust in his capabilities. And for the other guys, they know that we are still here to win. Like the circumstances, do not define us, and we are here to do the job once again.
Yeah, got the gun mental for it at least. Merci beaucoup, coach. Thank you so much. And GB, over to you.
Thank you so much, Law. Great breakdown by Striker as well. We're also here by the Telestrator to break down not Adam's strength, but rather the team play that we've often seen from BDS and what made them so good. And I wanted to draw examples out of the 3-0 series they had against G2, because despite getting smashed, we still saw good moments for them. So Odo, in a scenario like this, where G2 has first moved from bot lane and solo lane, how does BDS actually retake this dragon?
Well, BDS is doing a very, very good job here, because they know where G2 has vision, and they've managed to find a crack in the vision line, because right now the weak link is Caps on this rotation to Drake. So now this is kind of the only window where they have to force a fight, and they pick it well, and that just goes to show how good and how rehearsed they are about these neutral objective setups.
But you also feel at the same time that G2 let them have a little bit of an opening here. How much came down to it from BDS himself?
I think G2 just didn't expect BDS to be this quick, because, you know, it's kind of like on a knife's edge, where Shio instantly made the decision to go and find that vision, that gap in the vision line, and look for Caps. And I think, yeah, it's more on BDS just pouncing on the opportunity.
So one of the things that Mad Lions have to be ready for is the pace as well. In this scenario as well, we're in a cross-map situation. First, BDS lose a tower, but they see on the mid side right now that they have vision on hands, and of course they see Caps down towards the bottom. So they're engaging in a man advantage. Everything goes well in the beginning when they get a pick off Broken Blade. What's the deal in this scenario? What are BDS looking to really elevate their lead here?
Well, BDS just wants to catch the mid wave right now with the fact that they have numbers advantage on top. Nuke is doing a good job by bouncing between waves to neutralize Caps' play, because right now they just need to be careful about what Caps wants to do on the bot side of the map if he wants to take this tower, because they're playing with numbers advantage right now, and since Kalista is also moving here, they have all the time in the world to cut this play and retreat.
So quickly, this looks like a great play right now, Odo, but what is it that then goes wrong? Because it does go wrong.
Well, the problem is that G2 does this thing where they're kind of pressuring you into thinking that there's going to be a fight, and Orianna makes a big mistake right now, because Caps is in fog of war, and Orianna misses this wave on bot lane. She doesn't collect it before the TP, and then Caps just sees, well, oh, now it's just a freebie, you know, it just calls everyone on his team to retreat because he's about to get the tier 2. And even though at the end, you know, they got an extra kill for it, now Dazir is getting funneled. He gets tier 2 gold, he got tier 1 gold as well earlier, and now Caps all of a sudden in the win condition.
Yeah, so there's still great reason to be excited by BDS. They're not G2 level just yet, but that doesn't take away from the fact they're still a great team. So thank you so much for the analysis, Otto. I'm going to throw you back to the desk.
Thank you.
Throw him over. Yeah. Let's see that walk.
Yeah.
Suave. What a strut. Wow.
Wow, amazing.
Yes, but I think it's great that you did that Telestrator breakdown because, Broxa, BDS, we are focusing a lot on the news of the top lane, obviously, because Adam is such an integral part to the identity that you think of when you think of BDS. But they have been an extremely solid team in other places as well. That's why they did so well in the playoffs until they fell to G2.
I think something they've done really well is finding a really clear identity and how they want to play. Like, you're almost always going to have Nuclear on a control mage, you're going to have Sheo on like a bruiser / engage jungler, and everybody just knows their job so well within that entire system.
Yeah, and I agree. I think the loss of Adam is more of an X factor because, you know, BDS still has this plethora of fundamentals that they're doing very, very well at every single objective.
And we can see it right here as well. If you look at the amount of champions that Mad Lions Koi have played, they have played way more in 4 out of the 5 roles. Only support is actually close. And I think that is something really interesting about them. They're coming in as so many new players. But despite that, Freshkawi, Mervin, they can play like any champion you could come up with. And being able to have that flexibility, I think will put them in a really good position coming into today.
Yeah, I think this is just, the champion pool is just a preview of what we're gonna see today, because even yesterday when they faced Fnatic, I think MDK found a very great way to counter Fnatic's objective setup, which they play so heavily, kind of similar to BDS, how they will do it today, is that they're just interchanging roles, big champion pool where everyone is, you know, creating chaos everywhere. And for me, that's just goes to show what we're gonna see.
Yeah, and that will be also the question, right? What approach will Mad Lions Koi take, and will they be able to disrupt a lot, knowing that BDS is not completely on their comfort? And I want to highlight Freshkawi specifically from yesterday as well, because we didn't really talk about him too much in the regular season, but he stepped up by a big margin, specifically on that Gragas and how he played him.
Yeah, I think he was absolutely incredible yesterday. I also love the confidence we're seeing from him. He said a couple of times already in the split that, you know, he's not afraid of anyone. In fact, according to him, the mid laners in the league are a lot weaker than he thought they would be. And obviously taking down Humanoid, well, not only taking him down, destroying Humanoid yesterday was the first step in the right direction, because now the final boss is Caps, and he's pretty close to making it.
That's tomorrow, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Still has to make it there.
I agree. I think it was a statement game from him yesterday, especially in that Gragas, because he's put in a position where, as a rookie or someone new to the high stakes pressure game, it's hard to navigate vision and knowing where enemy has vision and finding the gaps in the vision, and I think he did an amazing job.
He absolutely did, and I think they are absolutely brimming with confidence, and the question that needs to be answered is, will BDS's momentum be shaken so much by this top lane change that they cannot get it together for this, or can they fall back on their fundamentals?
I think it's, again, I think Adam being their X factor, I don't think is going to change much, but MDK does, you know, they kind of found the recipe for success, you know, how they crack open these objective setups. And I think, especially now with the Adam change happening, for me, they are my favorites.
Okay, predictions then, Broxa?
Well, I think Mad Lions Koi will be favored. The top lane change is one thing, but I think them being able to adapt, being able to play so many different champions is going to make it really impossible for BDS to come in really well prepared.
Okay, so they're winning?
I think Matt's 3-1.
Okay, I need to pull it out of him.
I would say 3-1 as well. I think it's not going to be as close as I would have thought with Adam, but for me now, it's MDK favorite.
Okay, well, how the tides have turned. Mad Lions Koi has had an incredible journey so far, but will it continue all the way to the final? Team BDS stands in their way, so let's see what happens.